Hey guys, so today I'm going to do my February TBR and I also have an exciting announcement. So yes, I do have a pretty ambitious TBR. Oh, I also did get a haircut. So yeah, it's quite a bit shorter. My hair was super long before and I wanted to change. I didn't want it this short, so I'm still getting used to it. I do like it, but just please don't be mean and say I shouldn't have cut it in the comments. But yes, so this is my new hair. Anyway, so yes, I do have a pretty ambitious TBR, plus I want to try to participate in Blackathon. That would be on top of these books, and if I do participate I'll vlog it and talk about the books and everything there. But yeah, so ambitious reading plans for February. Hopefully I can do it, but I also do have quite a few graphic novels. So anyway, let's just get into it. So first I'm going to be rereading, finally, Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and a lot of you know this as my favorite book of all time, and I consider it my favorite book of all time. I'm so interested to reread it and see if I still think that is my favorite book of all time. But basically, if you don't know, this is YA fantasy and it follows Laszlo Strange, who is librarian, and he dreams of finding the lost city of Weep, and an exciting opportunity comes his way, and it's just filled with magic and amazing characters, and it's just the most whimsical story I've ever read, and I just love Laini Taylor's writing so much. So yes, I have read this 2 times in 2018, and yeah, I just absolutely love this book and I've been craving a reread. So I'm finally going to be rereading it in February, and that actually leads me to my announcement, because I finally opened up a Patreon. So if you don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a platform that creators can use to provide extra content. So basically I'll leave it linked in my description and probably in the pinned comment if you want to know more details. But basically I have different tiers that you can join, and this is just for if you want extra content from me. So nothing on my YouTube channel is going to change. It's just for those who want extra content, and so I can have a safer space to interact with people. So the lowest tier is $2 and the highest tier is $10, and there are different benefits for each tier and they're clearly listed on my page. But basically there's going to be like an extra reading vlog for the monthly group read. So we are going to do a monthly buddy read every month for everyone in that community. So for February we're going to all be buddy reading Strange the Dreamer. So I'm going to vlog my experience reading it, and then I'll post that vlog for Patreon only, so it will be exclusive to Patreon. There's also going to be an exclusive monthly live stream, an exclusive journal with me video, early access to videos. I'm also going to be sending out some letters and stuff. So yeah, if you're interested, definitely check it out. I would love to have you, but obviously if you can't afford it, I 100% understand, and I appreciate your support in any way. You just watching this video means so much to me. But yeah, so that's just for those who are interested, but I'm super excited about it, and thank you so much to everyone who has joined already. It literally means the world. So yeah, I'm so excited to read this with everyone. Everyone in the Patreon seems super excited to read it too, so can't wait to hear everyone's thoughts. But yeah, so can't wait to reread this. I just feel like it's been too long, so yeah. The next book that I want to read is Saga Volume 5, and this is an adult sci-fi graphic novel series that I've been reading, and I actually am currently in the middle of Volume 4 when I'm filming this video, but it is still January, so I'm definitely going to finish Volume 4 by the end of the month, and then in February I want to read Volume 5, and I've just been loving this series so much, so I can't wait to continue. Then another graphic novel I have is Heartstopper Volume 3, and I'm so excited to have this because it's actually being released on the 4th of February, I think. But Kaz from Little Book Owl, who works at Hachette, sent this to me, and I'm just so thankful because I absolutely love this series. If you don't know, it's basically just a super cute contemporary graphic novel series about these 2 boys who fall in love, and it's just the absolute cutest thing ever, and I just love the art styles. So yeah, I really can't wait, and I just love how stunning these copies are too. I have Heartstopper Volume 1 and 2 there, so this is going to fit super nicely with them. But yeah, I know that this is going to be everything. I know this is going to make me so happy, so yes, I cannot wait to read this. I did want to read it like as soon as I got it because I didn't know I was getting it, but I already wrote it down in my bullet journal for my February TBR, so I want to be able to cross that off. The next book I have is The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper, and this was on my most anticipated releases of 2020 video, and this arc was sent to me by Bloomsbury, so thank you so much to them. I'm so excited for this book. It just sounds so amazing. We basically follow Cal, who is a social media journalist, and he has over 500,000 followers, so he's used to sharing his life online, but his pilot father is selected for a highly publicized NASA mission to Mars, so they have to relocate to Houston, and his whole life changes. So his life becomes super chaotic, but then he meets Leon, and I assume a romance ensues. So I think that sounds amazing. We have a hopefully super cute romance mixed with a NASA mission. That just sounds so cool. So yeah, I can't wait to read this, and I just love the cover. Like, I love those colors so much. So this comes out on the 17th of March for Australia and New Zealand, and on the 4th of February for US Another ARC I have is Wicked As You Wish by Rinch Pecco, and this was in the Fairy Loot box, which was so amazing to see because this is also on my most anticipated releases list. So this is a Filipino inspired fantasy, and in this world many years ago the magical kingdom of Avalon was left desolate and encased in ice when the Snow Queen waged war against them. So Avalon's former citizens are forced to flee and they relocate to Arizona where there is like no magic and they've pretty much lost hope, but then they see the Firebird, which is Avalon's most powerful weapon, so that reignites hope and they try to go back to Avalon to get their magic back and everything. So that just sounds so amazing and I really hope it's as amazing as it sounds. And this does come out on the 3rd of March. But yeah, so hopefully I can read this. It does look pretty long, but I just love stories where people who are used to magic are forced to go to a land where there is no magic. Yeah, I can't wait. The next book I want to read is The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, and I'm so happy to have this. This was actually gifted to me this month. This was on my Amazon wishlist, so I don't know who sent it to me because it didn't come with a note. So if you sent this to me, please let me know because I really want to thank you, because yeah, I'm so thankful to have this. I've been wanting to read this for so long. I've heard amazing things and I've heard that the audiobook is really good, but unfortunately the audiobook isn't accessible in Australia, so I'm just going to physically read it and I'm sure it's still going to be amazing. But yeah, this is actually written in verse, so I'm so excited because I don't think I've ever read a book that is written in verse. I'm guessing it'll also make it a really quick read. But yeah, I've just heard that this is such a powerful story. We basically follow Xiomara, who is into slam poetry, and she's basically just dealing with a lot and coming to terms with her identity and everything, so I think this is going to be amazing and powerful and I can't wait. The next book that I plan to read in February is Somewhere Only We Know by Marine Gu, and this is going to be a buddy read with Caitlin and Jamie. Caitlin from It's Cait Literature and Jamie from Leah Reads. I'll leave them both linked down below. They are amazing. But yeah, so we're planning to buddy read this. Jamie actually did gift this to me for my birthday. I am so excited because this is a Korean story. I've never read a Marine Gu book before, which is a problem, and it's also really cool because this is actually a love story between a K-pop star and like a regular boy, so I think it's gonna be just so much fun and I'm just so in the mood for this kind of story right now. The next book I want to read is Laura Jean Keeps Breaking Up With Me by Mariko Tamaki and Rosemary Varela O'Connell. I did mention it recently in my most recent book haul, but basically it's a graphic novel. I don't know too much about it. I just know that it's dealing with a breakup and it's supposed to have LGBTQIA+ themes, and I can see how stunning the art style is, so I'm just so excited to read this. And I did mention in that book haul that I do want to read more graphic novels this year, so yeah, I cannot wait. I'm just reading what people have said about this book on the back and it sounds so cool. So it's supposed to be a twisting and utterly relatable teen love story, so yeah, I'm into this. I'm in the mood for this. Hopefully it's amazing. And now for a completely different genre, I also want to read Tomi by Junji Ito, and this is a horror manga. I have read Gyo and Uzumaki by Junji Ito now, and I gave them both 5 stars. I love Junji Ito's work. Like, it's so messed up and twisted, but I love it. It just keeps you so engaged, and yeah, it's just amazing. So I can't wait to read this one because this is actually about a girl who keeps getting murdered but keeps coming back, and so no one can actually get rid of her, and I just think that sounds amazing. So yes, this is so huge, but I'm ready for it and I just can't, yeah, I really can't wait for this. I've also heard that the anime for this is really good. Let me know if you think so, because I'm definitely going to watch that after I read this, if I like it, which I'm guessing I will. But yeah, so very excited for this. The next book I want to read is Blood Heir by Emily Wen Zhao, and I actually am using this instead of The Shining for my top 20 books to read in 2020 because I recently discovered I don't even want to read Stephen King. I've never read a Stephen King book and I realized I don't care to read any Stephen King. So I'm going to get rid of that book on my top 20 books to read and I'm replacing it with this, and I'm so excited. This is a book I think I'm really going to love. It's an Asian inspired fantasy and it sounds amazing. So this takes place in Cerealia, the glittering icy northern empire, and we follow the main character Anastasia, who is an exiled heir with a horrifying power to control blood. And I am just fascinated with like blood magic and I love icy settings, so I'm just like, and I've seen amazing reviews as well, so I just really can't wait. This is a stunning Illumicrate edition, by the way. I love it. So yeah, I just really have a feeling I'm gonna love this book, so this is definitely a high priority and I really hope I can get to it in February. And of course I really need to make sure that every month I have at least one book from my top 20 books to read in 2020, preferably more. I think I only have one this month, but anyway. And the last book that I plan to read in February is actually a book I was sent recently, so that is The Mercies by Kieran Millwood Hargrave. and this was sent to me by Pan Macmillan, and I'm so happy because it sounds so amazing. So this is Kieran Millwood Hargrave's first book for adults, and it is inspired by the real life events of the Norwegian Bardo Storm and the witch trials of the 1600s. So it's supposed to be a feminist and gothic story, and honestly that's all I need to know. I think that sounds amazing. Literally everything I want in a book. So yes, this definitely has me super intrigued, and like this cover is so cool, and it's actually blurred by Madeline Miller at the top. A gripping novel, beautiful and chilling. I literally can't wait. I just have so many good books on my TBR this month. I'm just so excited about them all, and like I said before, I also hope to participate in Blackathon. Blackathon was created by Jessie from Boathouse & Books, so yeah, I really hope I can participate. But yeah, so that is it for this video. Once again, if you're interested in joining the Patreon, no pressure of course, it will be linked in my description, and I'll also have all of these books linked in my description as always. But yeah, so I would love to hear your thoughts on any of these books if you've read them. I would love to know what you're planning to read in February. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a good day or night, and I'll see you in my next one.